Hello, Lucky. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear about you. Feels good to be live. Really good to see you as well too.
You look good, man. You look good.
Oh, I look good. Thank you so much. I'm flattered.
Thank you for coming. Hope you can hear me very well. Because
Yeah,
I'm in a
loud and
noisy
clear
place, so
about
I
you.
don't know if you can hear me clearly. Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
All right. I can hear you loud and clear as well
Welcome,
too. Thank
welcome.
thank you.
Okay, welcome. So now, before you get started, I'd just like to read your profile for them. At least I know that they know you already, but for the new ones that don't know you, people that will be
All
joining
right,
us
that's
that don't know you, the people that watch it later, YouTube is a big platform where
definitely
anybody can
global
just come
platform.
across your video and watch it. So
Obviously.
welcome. I am here with my guest, Lucky James. This is my man, as in he's a good friend to me. Okay, I will read just it's not long. Let me read. Lucky James is a content creator, personal development expert, a social media strategist, and a marketer. He helps brands and businesses create effective strategies for growth, visibility, and profit leveraging social media. He utilizes his content creation skills, social media experience, acute insight, critical thinking, and mind-blowing choice of words to ensure those who follow him and those he offers services for get the best. You wrote your profile with a personal, you use the first person pronoun. So I'm trying to use the other person pronoun, you get the point. So that's why I'm just breaking. Okay.
All
You
right.
also run a Facebook community, Dominators Network Africa, for individuals ready to become agent of global impact. Hmm. If
Yeah.
he is not creating content or working on strategies, you would see. Okay, I've already say. Okay, let me use that personal. Let me use that first person pronoun. He said, if I'm not creating content or working on strategies, you would have seen me drawing stops. So that just this guy is funny. He's a content creator. That's what I used to know him. So now, Lucky James, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can loud and clear.
Okay, I love your profile. So wait, Lucky, let me see your face. I just saw something else. Like I not see well. Let me see your face. Wait, you go to fire.
No, no.
You go
It's
to
actually
fire.
no. See, the thing is, it's actually a
Wow,
father like son something. You get so
father
my
like
dad is
son,
actually
indeed.
yeah. No, he's actually not going to offer. That's the reality. If he was going to offer, then it won't actually be a bad one to follow him if that's where he's going. I'm sure that's not where he's going. I'm actually following his footsteps, and I know that it's leading me on the brighter side, on the positive. So this is just temporal.
It's good, dude. When I saw that post, I was like, no, Lucky must be here. Lucky must do this. Even people were saying,
Yeah,
Lucky, come and see your father. Come and see your father.
exactly. I get your point.
Oh, welcome, Lucky.
Thing.
Today we are talking about how you are the founder of Dominators Network, and there's a new brand you launched of recent, which is DominateSocial. Am I right?
Yes, Dominique Social
So
exactly.
that's one of the things that brought you here. But when I saw
Fantastic.
everything
Thank
you're
you.
doing there, I was really shocked.
Okay.
Like, wow, this
Thank you.
guy. Before you finish university, self, man, you'll be a billionaire.
By God's grace.
So the reason I'm doing this for this my UC brand is
All right.
because I want to touch lives. I want to
Yeah.
touch lives. Some people have this limiting mindset. They don't believe in themselves. So I want to use my brand to touch life. It's a personal development brand. But I not put that in my brand before. I not plan to put anything personal development or motivation. but because of to increase the visibility of my brand and to touch life. When you make impact, then you know what comes after now. So I want to
Yeah,
make that legacy
definitely.
because that's part of my purpose. So I want to use people like you, people who are making change in the environment, or let me say in the society, changing the narrative without being bothered about your background, where you are from. Don't allow
Yeah,
that to
true.
limit you. You still stood up. You came out to show yourself. You read. You did everything. You don't depend on anybody. Like now, I can see you are depending on yourself. You are doing everything for yourself. If you would have wait for your mother to come and buy you phone to start creating content, you wouldn't have come out here now. But now
Definitely.
look at the difference. So I
You're
want to
right.
use people like you to motivate others. I know there are some people out there that need to come out, that their voice
You're
have
right.
not been heard. So we need to let them
True.
come out and speak for themselves. So
You're
now
right. You're right.
you get the point, right?
Yeah, I do.
So
Obviously, I do.
my first question for you now will be how you started this online journey. How you started
Okay.
from scratch.
All right, fantastic. That's really a fantastic question. How I actually started. So, how did I start? I've always been this individual who has been so much about personal development. Right from when I was young, I've been so into purpose discovery. I've always had this mindset. I've always believed that every individual have their purpose. We have what we were created for, and I'm like, whatever it is I was created for, I want to fulfill what I was created for. That was basically how I started. So then I was putting out content consistently on social media. Like I had no clear direction of what I wanted. I was not very specific and sure of the kind of life I wanted, but I just always had. I don't know. I don't know if that, I'm not sure that's the way it is for everybody, but it was always there. This urge that I want to become a better individual. I want to help other individuals get better as well. Because with now content, most of this content was centered around, okay, do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what you want to be? Do you know how you want to help other people? That was what my content was specifically focused on. And I was just putting out this content on Facebook, normally just putting out my content, doing my thing. And somebody sent me a message when I was like, man, you're putting amazing content on there on social media. I mean, you're putting amazing content. Before you would get to this stage, you would have become somebody really amazing in the society and so on. She was like, okay, there's a community I would love you to join, and this community will definitely groom you and help you become better. And that was how she told me. And she said she was going to tell the admins or the moderators to make me a member of the group. And that was how I became a member of Head Start Africa. Like that was where my journey started literally. And I joined Head Start Africa. I came to know John, and he has like is now more like a crucial role in my life. So I actually got started even without having a clear idea of what I wanted. I started, and someone was like, okay, for these guys who have started, it means this guy has a lot, like the future holds a lot of promises for him. And that person did what had to just help me. The person just had to make the path easier for me. The person directed me to where the path would have been easier for me. And today, here I
Wow, wow, wow. I think that was your purpose. Like the way you started as the story is motivating.
am. I'm
I
glad
do
it
you
is.
even know the name? What it was called? That it was content creation that you would have. Do you even know the name before
Okay,
that
okay.
you
When
the
I just
content creation that you would fall into?
Okay, when I just started, I just started basically as I was talking about purpose, and along the line, I was like content creation. That's what I do. People were like, you write amazingly well. People were like, okay, that was when I started following John. When I started following John, I started like learning how to write from him, modeling my write up like his, and I can speak amazingly well. So people were like, wow, you're damn good at writing. Like this guy's write ups are amazing. I was like, what do I want to do? Content creators are good at create content, and I know I'm good at content creation. That was how I started, and I've been on content creation for a while. And from content creation, that was where I had to switch over currently to what I do basically, which is social media strategy. You still there? Hello, Collins. You there? Guess you're having a network glitch today. So I pretty much think Collins is having a little network glitch at his end, but he's going to be joining us soon. And really, it's amazing being a part of this streaming session here today. So if you're joining in, you're watching, I believe this session is going to be amazing. And I'm sure if they got getting real value already from the session. I mean, based on what I've shared already, I'm sure you're getting a ton of value. You do also drop a comment in the comment section if you're getting value from the session. Drop it down in the comment section. I want to know how helpful and impactful this session has been to you. And don't forget, the questions are very, very much open. Like, we're very much open to your questions, and we're ready to answer your questions the moment you drop it. So if you have any question to ask, feel free to drop it down in the comment section. And as soon as we get your question, we are going to respond to your questions. Okay, so I believe we should just take a short break of around 5 to 10 minutes, and Pauline should be back live in the studio, right? Don't go nowhere. Okay, yeah, I noticed you had a glitch at your end. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. It's not audible. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. I can't hear.
Can you
All
hear me
right, I
now?
can hear you. Yeah, I can. Fantastic. Welcome.
Okay. Sorry for that.
All right, fine.
Okay. You can hear me now.
Yeah, loud and clear. I can.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. So, how did you came about the idea of creating what is it, Dominate Social,
Okay, DominateSocial.
your
Okay,
brand?
well, so all right, fantastic. So basically, when I started more like a content, a random content creator. That's why I do create content on social media. So I'm a content creator interested in the content creation. Can you hear me?
I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me?
you. I can hear you.
Okay, because the
Yeah, I
background
can
noise
hear
is
you
kind
very
of
well.
very, very loud. Yeah, the background noise is kind of very loud. That was what I was asking.
You can hear me clearly.
I said background
You mean you
noise
can hear me
is kind
clearly?
of very loud. The background noise, background
Okay, the background. Yeah, yeah.
noise is kind of very loud. So that's what I was asking.
Okay, sorry for that.
Okay, so as I was saying, I basically started as a content creator, and that's what I was doing, content creation, and I was putting out content. But while I was just basically doing content creation, I'm an individual that I've always been so interested in social media. I want to know how Facebook works. I want to know how the algorithm works. I want to know how to get engagement. I want to know how to make sales. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Like, I've just been this individual that always want to calculate these platforms and understand how they work. That's more like that's always been a passion to me. That's what I've always been interested in. That's what I've always wanted to do. So even when I was just basically a content creator doing my content creation thing, I was still learning about social media strategy. I was still learning about the little things I can do to ensure I get better. So when it comes to understanding these platforms. Okay, so now I go to a point where I had this knowledge of like, okay, fine and good. Right now, I can see I know a lot about this platform instead of just being a content creator. I know a lot about this platform, and I know how to give my best to ensure people or individuals or businesses or entrepreneurs that would want to use this platform know how to use this platform responsibly. So there was a day a friend of mine because okay, currently Dominate Social is not just a thing. It's not just my brand. It's actually a co-partner brand. So I have I'm a co-founder. I actually also have someone who partnered alongside the brand with me. Shout out to Bianco Olugwa. What really happened was I think he was the one that posted. I can't recall if it was the one or it was me. But one of us posted on WhatsApp one of us had to reply, and that was how the conversation started. We're talking about content creation, social media in general, how business owners, how entrepreneurs, how online coaches are actually not being able to deliver the best to individuals. Most of these people go through their classes, go through their sessions, go through whatever it is, and they don't get the kind of results they intend to get. So we're like, we can come in and create a difference. We can put up something that would definitely be a difference. That was a target for us. We wanted to create a difference, and that was how we started. We were like, okay, so what can we do? We decided we were going to hold just a podcast session. That was how we started. Basically, that was why we started the Dominate Social
with
podcast
podcast.
because exactly it was basically to help people understand how social media platform works and teach them how they can get to use or leverage this platform to get the best kind of
Wow.
results. So that was what the target was. The podcast, Dominate Social Podcast, everything about social media. We're going to teach you and make sure you understand everything about social media. So whenever it comes to social media, you have a clear understanding. That was it. So even if you want to pay for a coach, you're going to be paying for a coach because you want the coach to brush you up, not because you need the knowledge. You're going to give you the knowledge free of charge. Okay, so even if you need a coach now, you know this coach is just going to help you stay consistent, stay motivated to your goal. That was how we started. And we were like, okay, now we're offering Dominate Social. So what if people now really want these coaches? Maybe the podcast is not enough. They want these coaches. What if people want people to help them run their business? I mean, as a business owner, you can listen to me teach you about social media strategy. But if you don't have the time, how will you create a strategy for your business? How will your business survive? And we're like, we can also render these services ourselves. That was why we're like, okay, Dominate Social Podcast was saying, let's create a brand around the Dominate Social itself, where this brand is going to be specific about sharing services. We're going to have the paid services part of it, and also we're going to have the free part of it, where the free part of it will be our online content and our podcast as well. Our podcast have been on hold for a while, but we're going to be putting out a new episode next week. So basically, the podcast was what engineered us getting to put out the brand. It all started from a discussion and the podcast. And from the podcast, we had to bring in this the real brand part of it now that focuses on all round social media. Okay, I don't know if you can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can
All
hear
right,
you.
fantastic. So,
Wow,
yeah,
wow. Because
fantastic.
I
So,
was part
so
of your
basically,
podcast
that's it.
when you invite these people to come. You
Yeah, yeah,
invite
yeah, exactly.
Ezekiel. Wow. Many.
Exactly, exactly. I've
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
up
yeah. Wow. I was there. I was there. Ajayi, that guy that is called Ajayi, that guy. What is the name of that his podcast? They always did we used to put on WhatsApp. Ajayi, that guy is trying, he's trying, he's trying.
Ajayi
So now
David or
you said you are the founder of Dominate Social. So now who is
yeah,
there is somebody that is co-founder, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Are you
What's
with
his
me?
name? Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
His
Can you
name
hear
is
me?
what?
Iyanu
I can hear you. What is his name?
Oluwa Ilisanmi. Iyanu Oluwa Ilisanmi.
Okay, you met him on social media, right? You've not met him
Yeah,
physically
exactly.
before.
No, no, no. We connected online.
Wow.
That's the power of
How did you now build
internet.
the trust? I trust him like you
Okay, I've
trusted him
known him
like you
for a
guys should
period
do
of.
something like this together. Even if
I've known
you've
him.
not seen him before.
Okay, we're currently living in a borderless world. I mean, it's a borderless world. The internet has made connection very easy, and I've known him for a period of time. So I don't need to see him in person to be able to build that trust. We've been able to build it over time, and now that's the power of social media. Obviously, that's the power of social
Yes,
media.
that is what it's true, it's true.
Exactly the point. So social media is really powerful,
It's true.
really, really powerful.
It's powerful. You will travel with in fact you will travel before going to the place you are going to.
That's the point. Exactly.
Wow, wow, I'm really inspired. I'm really inspired. Wow. So now how long
I'm
have you
glad to
been
hear.
into this content creation? Because you're also an author, so you will still write your book. Is there any book you're planning to write?
Yeah, I'm trying to write a book this year, though. I'm going to be writing a book this year. By God's grace, I'll be writing a book this year. So content creation, it's been a while. At least I think I've been on this thing for around 4 years or over. I've, I've been very long on this thing. Like running to 5 years, if not 6 years already. I've been like I started pretty young, and I was just like, even though I've not been so active years ago, but I started long ago. I didn't just wake up one day like 2 years ago and I started. I've already been in this game for a while and just been learning. I'm not trying to rush the process, just doing the little things that are required, and I'm getting better by the day. So it's been a while, 4 to 6 years already now. Okay, I guess that's another network glitch for this end. Pretty sure it's gonna be joining us real quick soon. Hello, Collins. Can you hear me?
Are you there, Lucky?
You're fantastic, and you're welcome. I noticed you had a little issue there.
Don't mind this our network. Oh. This our network is frustrating sometimes. You can see me very well, right? Like you can hear me
Yeah, I
clearly.
can
That's what
see
I'm
you.
noticing.
Yeah, yeah, I can. Loud and clear.
Hello.
Yeah, can you see me? Can you hear me? I can hear you and I can see you.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you and I can see you. Welcome.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you
It's
so
fine.
much.
It's fine.
Thank you.
I understand.
Okay, I'm really enjoying this. Like, I'm learning. Please, Lucky, I want to
All
say
right.
something.
Okay.
Can you, you know, you are a youth now. You are your youth
Definitely.
age. Uh-huh.
Definitely.
You know, there are many people, you're in the one to start to say, I don't know what my friend will say, what my mother will say,
I
what my
understand.
father will say. They just bring one objection, what somebody will say. That's what they are looking for. They don't want to look for what they will do. Because even me, I was like that too. You remember now? I'll be calling, hey, look, I want to do this.
I know.
I want to do this. I want to do
I'm
that. I'll
glad
only be
you're
saying it.
taking
I'll
massive
never take any
action.
action. I'll only be
I
saying it.
understand.
See, one day I was like crazy. You know, I was watching the nobody on that. Okay, it was that summit now, that 2020 summit. Was it not 2020 or 2020 summit? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
2020 now. It's
2020.
not 2020. That monetized
Okay.
summit. I was like, nothing
Okay, I
start
think it
until
was
start
2020.
to. And Uber King say nothing start until start. I was like, I'll do it bad until I get it. I get started. I was like, man, I went to learn YouTube from Dr. Malik. That man really helped me. I was like, the man helped me. He changed my mindset. Did many things. People that touched me like Dr. Malik, Aruna King, John Obidi, Ubon King, and this year, okay, let's say something around December, I met Val Okafor. That is, Val Okafor, the person you called that taught in your
Yeah, I
class
know.
the other time.
Yeah.
So I took one of his class, next level conversation. That one too helped me. So I've been buying courses. In my life, I've been buying courses, I will buy and buy and buy and buy. See, if you come to my Google Doc, about this Google Drive, you will see courses, they line up. I'm not like spending money. I was like, one day I was asking myself, when will I be among these people that are speaking on conferences? I can't be watching them
Yeah.
every time. And what is the meaning
Of
of this?
course. Of
Even me too, I
course.
know my value. Is it because come here, I was like, I'm shy, I cannot come out and speak. And man, the day I don't know if he said that if you are shy, how did he say that to himself? He said how did he say that to if you should be shy, will shy give you money? If you
Yes.
stand like let them criticize, let them say anything. As long as what you are doing is what is paying your daily how does you say it? What is giving you
As long
your
as
food, your
yeah,
bills,
you
paying
do.
your bills, do it shamelessly. Then I learned marketing. That was when I learned I went for this Google training, free training. What else you call it? Google Africa. So I learned digital marketing. I was satisfied. I even learned from LinkedIn. I not finished that one because I've gathered many knowledge from Dr. Malik course. He taught me many
Right.
things. As I say no, I'm coming out. I learned copywriting. Man, I said no, I'll come out. Oh. So now what do you have for those people that are still inside, still thinking of what somebody will say? Or some maybe the name they will say, maybe because I have tribal mark or I'm not fine, I'm not also I'll not be fine on the camera, something like that. They have many things to say. What will you have to say to those people so they'll come out of their shit?
Yeah. Whenever I think about this part of it, sometimes I feel bad. It kind of hurts me in a way too. Like I just feel bad deep down because I know I wasn't the most privileged of people, and there are also people who are less privileged than I am. So if I say
Yes,
my
yes.
situation was bad, then there'll definitely be people that their situation was badder. I know badder is not the correct word, but I'm just trying to use badder to make you understand how bad it is. There's people that their own was baddest, like their situation is baddest. So it's not the same for us all. I mean, some people, life is kind of biased, I should say. Some people have it all easy and going on the surface, majorly because of someone has already cleared the path for them in the past. So life is a bit but some other people they have to struggle their way in, and yeah. So the thing is, irrespective of whatever stage you are currently in your life, I mean, you might be in a stage currently in your life where it's difficult for you to give the best you want to give it, and that's basically because you currently don't have what you need to get started. That's what you think. But I strongly believe that we all have what it takes to get started. Okay, I strongly believe we even
Yes.
all have what it takes. What if you mute your mic? When you mute your mic, the background noise actually went out.
Oh, you can't hear me?
As if you mute your mic, when you did mute your mic now, the background noise went out. It was perfect ahead. It is better now. So I no background noise. It's awesome. Yeah. So this is better ahead. Yeah. So irrespective of whatever it is, there's something John Obidi would always say that you should use what you have for what you have is plenty. Okay, you see, that was one of the things I struggled with when it came to Dominate Social. I'm like, I don't have this, I don't have that. I would have started the brand long ago. I don't have this, I don't have that. You would always have something you don't have. It's normal. You always have something you don't have. Irrespective of how much you want to spend on tools, you would always have something you don't have. If you buy, or let's say you want to start podcasting, for instance, and you get the microphone today, tomorrow. Okay, let's say you start with the phone. You don't have a good phone, then you buy your phone. The next thing you want to have will be microphone. And you're like, I don't have a microphone. And after you buy a microphone, there'll still be another issue. There would always be issues upon issues. So the thing is, whatever it is you have currently, because life is not equal for us also. Whatever it is you have currently, you can always make do of it. Okay. All you just have to do is ask yourself questions like, what kind of future am I projecting for myself? This is where I want to be. This is the kind of future I want to have. Okay. It's good to dream big. It's something I said. I say it's good to dream big, but the size of our dreams is limited by our exposure. How exposed are we? If I said the amount I want to make by the end of this year is $10,000, that's because of my exposure. But if I have a mentor, if I have a coach, if I have friends that are making like let's say $100,000 per year, I won't think that my goal for the year is $10,000 because I know people, I see people, I interact daily with people that do it make over $10,000 per year. So that's where my mindset, that's what my dream big is going to be. So irrespective of how small or how big you are, one of the things you want to do now to get started is that find a way to check around for people who are doing fantastically well. I mean, there are lots of people you admire. Also, how do I admire? From the start, I have always admired Joy, and I had to follow him. Like I followed him because I admire him. A lot of people out there you can also admire, or you also admire. Stay close to them, follow them. There are one or two things you can learn from them. I mean, lots of things you can learn from them. And the little you can, ensure you're competent in what you can. Just learn a little about what you know you want to do and start marketing your skill shamelessly. That's a part of it. You also need to learn how to market your skills shamelessly. And one advice I also have for lots of young people is that if you can get a job, always get a job. When it comes to this online world, if you want to start out without having a job, or you want to start out without having something like sponsoring it, because this things you're doing, it doesn't, most times it doesn't pay in 2 years. Sometimes it doesn't pay in 3 years. It's gonna take time. But with regards to how we are well able to start. So it's not going to pay from the urgent, okay? People want to start doing what's it called, affiliate marketing, and they want to start making it big. It's possible. People make money in 1 month in affiliate marketing, in 3 months. But there's something that it will take them a lot of time. So irrespective of whatever you want to do as a young individual, try as much as you can to get a job, whatever you can that can help fund your dreams. Because if not, when you broke, you'll be frustrated. Broke people are very frustrated, and when you're frustrated, you won't be able to perform. It's very essential and important you find a way to also do that. Okay, if you can get a job, whatever it is that can fund your dream. So you know that okay, today, if it's your microphone that is bad, you don't have to wait to get money online because you have a job that when you get paid at the month, you can get to fix those microphones. We're talking about you taking courses. When you don't have money, how do you intend to take courses? And you get frustrated, be like, I can't take courses. I'm tired. I want to give up. I'm not doing this thing again. This is not easy now. I don't understand. Like, it's not easy now. Want to, I need to do it again. But when you have a job, you know that, yeah, it might be difficult, but the job is going to help you to, like, at least you have something that you earn in at the end of the month, and you can use it to also keep sponsoring your dreams. You're there at the job, but you know that the core target is to work to become better. Okay. So have a job is going to also go along with your. So I think that's what I basically want to share with young people out there. Okay, you can unmute yourself.
Wow, wow.
Fantastic.
Baloje, that as in you carry wisdom. You are.
Okay.
Let me use you for. You know I'm in literature. Let me use it for. What else you call it in literature? Say, you know, Solomon in the Bible.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't know
Solomon. They
Solomon.
don't
Okay.
want to say like now when they will say somebody talk like Solomon. There's one thing, one literary device that they call it, one literary term they call it in literature. I'm trying to remember. Allusion. Allusion.
Okay.
The allusion of Solomon.
Oh, the goal is to be better, anyways.
Wow, wow,
But
wow. This is like really okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that.
and
Anybody that is watching this video will learn one or two things.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now, I was saying something at that time.
Right.
You will still write a book. Are you planning to write a book soon?
Yeah, yeah.
Because someone would like to
This
get your
year.
book, all this knowledge, all this wisdom, put them one place.
Yeah, I'm
You
planning
sell
to
it,
write a
sell
book
your
this
brain.
year.
Even which I'm planning to, Sha. Soon,
Yeah,
we need to work more on ourselves. Let's
exactly.
just not rush everything.
Definitely, definitely.
So that's it. Thank you so much. So
You're welcome.
my next question is this. Are you with me?
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through my.
So if those ones do no job for those people. Now, for people who don't know, let me let us in on 9 wetlands in Nigeria. You can go and check them out. We have the Appoint Creek, we have the Maturia wetland, we have the Gangona Sanctuary Lake, we have the Buddha Lake, we have
This
Panda
will be
Aquatic
the
Lake. All these are wetlands.
second to last question.
And what
All right.
can we, Victoria, propose,
Don't have
public,
much time. No,
Nigerians
we are always busy.
to help the
Yeah.
wetlands?
Must have one thing to do.
So, one of the
So
ways
now,
we
what were
intentionally
the books that you read that helped you shape your personal development life?
Wow. There's a lot of books, but okay. One of the first one I would recommend is Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's not really I don't know if I would say it's not personal development, but from the title, okay, Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's more like a financial book. But that book helped me both financially and both personal development wise. So Rich Dad Poor Dad is a must read. Anybody that is here to read Rich Dad Poor Dad should read Rich Dad Poor Dad. And one other book I read as well that really made a lot of sense was The Habit of what's it called? Seven Habits of a Millionaire, right? Seven Habits of a Millionaire. I think that's the name. That was one of that book that went a long way to help me. And the third one I would recommend on that list was going to be the third. The Millionaire Nest Door. The Millionaire Nest Door. That was another fantastic book I read too. The Millionaire Next Door. It really did a lot. I mean, it really did a lot as regards. And one thing is, I've noticed that most of those books are kind of fine. Most of the books are kind of read that like tilted toward the financial angle, but they didn't just help me financially. They did broaden every other scope and aspect of my life. Okay, that it did broad. And also, this book by Ben Carson. What's his name? What's the name of that book by Ben Carson? Think Big. That's another fantastic book I read. Think Book it's a book I would recommend for major young individuals who are ready to take their lives to a better perspective, to a better version. So I think that's another method we can. So should be here in no time soon, though.
Hello, brother Lucky.
You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry for that, sir.
All
Okay,
right,
sir.
fantastic.
You can continue, sir. You said Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that book. I really love that book. So, is there another one you want to mention?
Okay, I included the Seven Habits of a Millionaire. I think that's the name. I can't recall the name exactly right now. Let me check it real quick. Seven Habits of Highly
Yeah,
Effective People. Sorry, that's the name. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
by Stephen Covey. Yeah, Stephen Covey. I think that's the pronunciation of his name. The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And also How to Win Friends and Influence People. Man, that book was amazing. How to Win Friends and Influence People. So one of the most
Wow,
amazing
wow.
books
How
I
to
read.
influence and influence people.
Yeah, by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, that's his
I think
name.
yeah,
That book was amazing.
I have the
So
book.
these are fantastic. So these are a few of the books I've read, and for sure, I can say that these books really did a lot for me. Like they really did a lot for me.
Hmm. Wow. Thank you for your recommendation. Thank you.
You're
I love
welcome.
those books. Most especially that how to win friends and influence people is powerful. There's one part that
Very
I
powerful.
read. The guy said there's one way to influence people more. That you make somebody to like you. You know the book is how to win friends and influence people. If you know
Definitely.
somebody, look now. Let's say you are in Cross River, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
And I know you online. Like somebody like Jonobidi. Let's use Jonobidi for example. Let's say you're somebody like a Jonobidi. I know you somewhere, and
Uh,
I meet you in Lagos. I not be that you will meet somebody that know you here. There's this thing that the man said. You can influence people by their name. When I call you Lucky, you be like,
definitely.
ah, how did you know my
Exactly.
name? You
Exactly.
like you get the attention
Yeah, it
sharp
happens.
easily.
Yeah, it happened. I sent somebody a message of recent on WhatsApp. The person I don't think we've chatted for like I don't think we've really chatted, but I had to mention the person's name. The person was shocked. I was like, seriously? Like I wasn't expecting you to know my name. Wow, like so it works, yeah, it sure works. It sure
It
works.
works, it works, it works. And that one I've been using that one. Hey, just call me like, what? How did you know my name? From where? Have we met
Exactly.
before?
Exactly. So always try to remember people's name. Very, very effective step
I
to
love that book. That man really did research for that book. That man did
yeah,
research. He's a good public speaker. He really did research.
yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. So now you already answered all my question. So now what do you have? How will I even say this? What will be your last word for us before you leave this show? Now that I'm
Okay.
building my brand, UC Media. You know I'm building my brand, UC
Yeah,
Media,
I know.
and I have a lot of activities that I'm doing in that brand. So now what is
Yeah.
your advice?
Okay. This is what I'm going to say. Majority of the people that will be listening to this are young people. That's the majority. Can you mute yourself? It's kind of a bit too loud.
I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. And thank you. Yeah. So the majority of people that will be listening to me right now are a majority of young people. So what I would say is that irrespective of your age, irrespective of your background, irrespective of wherever life has placed you right now, you can do it young and you can do it strong. That's my advice. That's the word I would always tell people, irrespective of whatever it is. You just have to choose to not focus, to not place your focus on those things. It's often said that what we focus on actually expands, like they expand, right? I think it was James Allen that wrote a book on as a man thinking, right? I don't know, I can't recall right now, but there's something about along that line. So your thoughts are really, really powerful. So even as you're young, you just have to project your thoughts that I know I'm young, number one. Number two, I know I might not have all it fixed right now, but then I can do it young and I can do it strong. And okay, perhaps maybe someone that is no longer young is getting to listen to this. What I would say is that you can still get to do whatever you want to do. Though it's going to come with little consequences because of the reason of age, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. Okay, they're going to be a little more stretching. Like when you're young, it's easier for you to learn stuff than when you get old. It's more like cement. When the cement is still worth it, you just missed it. You can change it to whatever shape you want to change it. But the moment it becomes stiff, if you want to change it, you definitely have to break it. So that's one of the consequences of being old, like getting aged because trying to break it. So if you're aged already and you're trying to break it, it's not like you can do it. You can, but then you have to break because you're no longer soft to do it, to be bent or shaped to whatever shape you want to shape it. So now you're young, you've got all it takes. If you want to start, if you want your life to be a star shape, the ball is in your court, it's in your hand, it's up to you to make it. If you want your life to be a round shape, that's what everything is still currently in your hand. You've got all it takes. So if you want to use the excuse as, oh, I'm hungry, and you go and eat, before you come back, it will become dried. And when it becomes dried, you have to break it. If you want to use the excuse as, oh, I don't want to stain my hands, my neat hands, I don't want to stain my hands. You know, do like this, it will get dried. And when it get dried, you must still want to change it. You'll break it instead of me to break, I prefer to shape it now. I can shape it. So let's forget about our excuses as young people. Let's get rid of those excuses. They would always come. All we just have to do is what? Do the best we can And the best we can won't always be enough. In fact, we have to do what is required. We have to know what is required and get doing what is required. That's how it works, okay? That's how it works.
Wow. You're funny with that gesture that you gave me just now.
And I'm see, it's actually like a father like son scenario, and I'm actually learning all those things from him. Though I didn't want to display a lot today, but definitely I'll be displaying a lot on my birthday.
I can't stop laughing. Okay, thank you so much, Lucky. Thank you for coming. Wow, I'm really happy. I'm just starting, but I know, yeah, I believe, I know what I'm saying. I will grow, I will evolve,
Definitely,
I
you
will.
will. No, you sure will. You sure will. Be proud of you, man. Like seriously, you see this stuff you're doing, the projection I'm seeing. I mean, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, it's going to be super amazing. And I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to be really proud of the step you're taking because I know this is going to be really, really something big. And I'm seriously, really, really proud of the steps you're taking. It's going to result to something amazing. I can't wait to actually watch you reach your 1 million plus followers on YouTube. I would be live and I would see it happen. And I'm very, very sure that it will happen. So you're doing really well, man. You just have to keep it up. Like you really, really do well. You really, you are. Trust me. I mean, I'm not saying this to flatter you. I mean every bit of it.
5 years from now, the change will be huge. The change
Yeah,
for my brand,
definitely, definitely,
myself,
definitely,
even you.
definitely.
It's sure for me. It's sure for me, and it's sure for you. I believe it will
Definitely.
happen. As long as we keep
It will.
working, studying, reading, building our network, connecting with people, it will
Exactly.
surely
It
happen.
will. It will.
That grace,
Definitely.
that grace of God is there. Like Shakespeare, I quote Shakespeare said, "I have gone and I am going." So I have gone. I've seen the future. I've seen it. I've gone there, and now I
And
am
you're still
going.
going. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Lucky, thank you so much. So I'll
You're
be
welcome.
ending the live broadcast now. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I
You're
really
welcome. It
appreciate it.
was good to hear.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay,
All right.
bye. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
All right. You're welcome.
website.